Well, hello, my YouTube friends. So this is the owner's manual for 05 Dyna for the complete series, all models. And what we're looking at is changing the transmission oil. And for that process, I do use the Formula Plus available at the Harley-Davidson dealer. So the first diagram shows the fill and level check dipstick. I'll show you that when we get out to the garage. Of course, you pull that first to let air in, then you pull the drain plug to let oil out. So here's a diagram of the bottom of the oil pan. Now the oil pan holds both engine oil and transmission oil. And there's two drain plugs. Now what you can see right here, number one is engine oil, and number two is transmission. So engine oil is on the side and it points sideways, and it's designed to drain with the bike on the side stand. Now the transmission points straight down and is designed to drain with the bike on its wheels in an upright position. Okay, so this image, this drawing is looking like straight down at the pan or underneath the motorcycle looking straight up. Okay, it's an engineering drawing. So the front of the motorcycle is that direction. So on the Dynas, you can see this line right here. That's what I call the shark fin, and that protects the oil pan in case you bottom out on a speed bump or something. And I'll show you that when we get out to the garage. So you can really only see these items from the left side of the motorcycle. The next thing we need to go over, and I'll show you, is the amount of oil that it calls for, 20 to 24 ounces. And when I show you the dipstick, it'll look like, and it will be, I have a little bit too much oil. I'm a little over the 24 ounce line. So I recommend that you start with 20 ounces and then check your fluid level and add a little bit to get it up exactly where you want it. Now I'm going to do some fancy editing because when I started this process, I broke the tail light and I had to turn that into its own video. Okay, let's head out to the garage. I'm going to change the transmission oil real quick. And the transmission oil drain plug is on this side, but you can't see it because this shark fin right here is in the way. That shark fin, what I call it, it protects you from bottoming out on a speed bump and damaging your oil pan. So we're going to have to get at the plug from the other side. Okay, hold on. All right, for this process, you want to have the motorcycle upright, not leaning on the side stand. So I got it in the wheel chock thingamajig. The next step is to loosen the filler. Right, I'm going to take that plug out, and I'm going to show you where the drain plug is. And I got a 5/8 socket on it right now. It's just kind of hanging there for the purposes of demonstration. Okay, so here's the oil drain plug. Right there, there's the oil drain plug. And I went over that already. Here's the socket. This is where the transmission drain plug is. Now I'm going to move this over. Right, I'm going to loosen both of those and drain the transmission oil. I'll do that off camera. Hold on. All right, let's look at the drain plug. And boy, does it got some metal on it. Yeah, so even though the transmission oil came out clear, there's some metal stuck to that magnet. So I have some spare O-rings, and this is the transmission oil that I'm going to use. Okay, I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, hold on. Okay, so here's a 1/4 Allen wrench, and so there is a 1/4 Allen in the end of it. Of course, you'll have to use a shorter Allen wrench and this is a 5/8 socket. So those are your two sizes. Okay, right there. So 5/8. Now here's the old O-ring. Here's a selection of new O-rings. Now let's look at the transmission oil. So I use the Formula Plus, genuine Harley-Davidson fluid. And you can see like right here, so there's 24 and there's 20. And you can see the oil moving around. It's around 22. I poured it out of this one into this one, right? And it's about right there. Because the service manual calls for 20 to 24 ounces of transmission fluid. Okay, and I'll show you that in a second. Hold on. All right, I put the drain plug back in. You have to take my word on that. This is the transmission filler / dipstick. Okay, there's the dipstick. So I'm going to take that out. I'm going to put this funnel right here. I'm going to add these 22 ounces of Formula Plus. I'll do that off screen and then we'll check the level. Okay, hold on. All right, I poured the Formula Plus in there. I screwed in the transmission oil dipstick. I'm going to use this 5/8 Allen wrench to loosen it. If I can do this steadily enough with one hand, I'll show you. Otherwise, I'll have to edit it in and you just take my word for it. And so there's the trib and it's clean. So there's the full empty. And yeah, it's kind of blurry. So that's how you change your transmission oil on a 2005 Dyna. Okay, hold on a second. And for the verse of the day, I'll give you a quick backstory. So a friend of mine had come over a few days ago and we were talking, and at one point I asked him, does God care if I haven't laid this tile? Because I got some polished marble out in the garage, and his answer was yes, because God told you to stay busy, otherwise the devil gets into your hands. And he said that idle hands are the devil's workshop. And I was like, okay, that's a good answer, fair answer. That, you know, I don't disagree with that. So I got out the concordance and I looked for the word idle, you know, something that would tell me, or if I could figure out where idle hands are the devil's workshop came from. And I couldn't find that specifically. You know, I'm sure it's rooted in, you know, in some scripture. But what I did find, and what we're going to use as the verse of the day, is in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10, verse 18. By much slothfulness the building decayeth, and through idleness of the hands the house droppeth through. All right, my friends, you have a good day. And this, my friends, is over 430 square feet of polished marble. You can see right here, natural stone. It's a beautiful tan color. It's just amazing. I did put some of it down in the bathroom. I need to finish the kitchen and the entryway. So maybe in the near future, I'll be posting a video showing that process. All right, you folks have a good day.